Good morning, everyone. I'm Lacey with Living with Lacey. Thank you so much for joining me here today, Garden Edition. So every year we prepare for the annual North Texas Water Garden Society Pond Tour, and today is no different. I wanted to give you a tour of our garden so you can see how it's progressed through the year. If you didn't watch the video of our gardening tour last year, I will link it below. So there is something that has changed dramatically in our garden, our yard, our house. And so if you didn't watch the video, you wouldn't know, but I'll explain it to you. So if you're interested in watching and seeing how our garden has transformed or what we've done this year, just keep watching. All right, everyone, we are going to basically start with the obvious. So 5 to 6 days ago, our house was red. We had a red brick, and so my husband and I decided, after 28 years of looking at the same house, same elevation and everything, we wanted to do something different to the outside of our home, and we had it painted white. Isn't it beautiful? Oh my God, I love it. And my husband changed the shutters on the house, and we stained them with a stain from Behr called coffee. Of course, they go so well with me. But this is what the house looks like now. And so we're gonna start over here by the pond, and then I'll just walk you through and we'll go to the backyard. All right, y'all, so this is our front yard pond. It is small, it's very small, it's about 300 gallons, and I love how it's just adorned or welcomed by these boxwoods, these pots. My husband is so good at doing things like this. And it is home to 3 Japanese koi that are in here. We took them out of our backyard pond, and they are not happy. Do you hear me? They hide. They have been hiding. They are not happy. But this is what this pond looks like. Kind of maintenance free. I got this nice little rock right here from Austin on the side of the road. They have a lot of lime rocks. And so I told my husband, I'm not finding a snake underneath a rock, but I want you to get me 2 rocks. And so we got 2 rocks. But just the sound of the water is what I love the most. Some things that I'm thinking about doing a little bit later, like I don't like seeing this actual waterfall without plants around it, so I'll probably put some plants around it. But look here, guys, look at this beautiful little statue. There's another one in the backyard, but I got it from my mother-in-law's house, and so she loved gardening, and we took some things from her home and just placed it in our home. We also have right here these 2 yuccas, Y-U-C-C-A, yuccas. They are not blooming at this time, but when they bloom, the blooms are tall and just beautiful, beautiful. All right, so I don't know about y'all if you know this or not. We just replaced this front grass, but there is something called TAR, tar, that is killing all of the St. Augustine grass, and something to do with the alkaline and what's in the soil. So we'll see how this goes. All right, so let's go up in here. I'm gonna give you a spin around first. So this is usually just a morning sitting area. We have a little bistro that usually sits right here, so we can just overlook the pond. I have a question, y'all. So with this new color of my house, and it's mostly, you know, browns and whites and blacks, neutral color, this pops out a lot. Should I paint this bistro? And if so, what color should I paint it? Should I paint it and what color? Oh, y'all, this right here is absolutely good, gorgeous. I told you my husband has a good eye and really knows how to put pots together. Isn't that gorgeous? With a little hummingbird. See if you can see that. Isn't that beautiful? Oh man, I love that. I told him to go ahead. This is our little chimney, And we love putting pinyon wood inside of this. Number one, it keeps away the mosquitoes, but number two, it has a beautiful smell. This is one of my favorite pathways of our garden. All right, so along the front of the house, we have these beautiful Japanese maples. Just gorgeous Japanese maple. Just in front of the house, I love because the foliage, the leaves are very airy, so we're still getting a little dapple sun going through. But the this tree, this live oak, this is the star of the yard. Look how large that is. It is a large oak. It is time to be trimmed, but it is a large oak. It is 28 years old. In fact, I have a picture standing in front of it while I was pregnant with my daughter when we just moved here. Over here, of course, we have a couple of hydrangeas. They are not blooming right now. It's so funny. I do see a bloom though. I think the blooms are coming. Yeah, I do see a bloom. And it's so funny. Normally the hydrangeas bloom before the hostas, but this year the hostas are just kind of showing out. It's beautiful hostas and their blooms. Okay, but these hydrangeas over here are blooming. We have a brand new one right here. Y'all, I wish I could give you the name of it. I wish I could. It's beautiful though. It's the hydrangeas. And then right here, I'll walk you over here. But when these all bloom, they are gorgeous. Just a pop of yellow in the garden. And of course we have some decorations. So we were having a hard time planting anything underneath this tree. You know, the roots in the tree just sucks all any kind of water that's under there. But my husband decided to build it up a little bit more, and the plants are doing great. Y'all see this tree? Oh my gosh, when I was a little girl, I would climb a tree like this. So right in front of the patio, front yard patio, we have some hydrangeas right here. And they are the flat leaf hydrangeas. They're so dainty and pretty. And then we have a peony, y'all. I think I have a picture of it. I'll show you a picture of this peony in the springtime when it bloomed. It was absolutely gorgeous. And guess what else I see popping up? Of course, a weed. I'll cut that down. Here's another peony. We've added some lamb's ear. I told my husband, I said, the lamb's ear, they do not like water. But when he's watering the grass, they get wet. This is another peony right here. Y'all, we went to my mother-in-law's house, and for those of you who don't know, she passed away last May, and she was a novice gardener. I mean, her garden was absolutely beautiful. We went to her house, and it's so sad to see the garden just, you know, really gone. But there was one plant there, and it was this peony, and my husband dug it up and brought it home. We put this planter in front of it because the neighborhood dogs love to come by and, you know, use it for themselves. All right, y'all, so as you can see, there's a little door right there that's opened. Let's go to our backyard. All right, y'all, so this is the pathway to our backyard. You can either enter on the south side or the north side, but this is my favorite side to enter. This is our hydrangea side, and oh my gosh, y'all, this side has changed drastically over the years. Every time we have a hard freeze here in Texas, you know, we're not used to that ice, we lose a hydrangea. So we are having to do a little start over of that. But y'all, let me show you my favorite part of walking in here is this beautiful, beautiful Japanese maple, and how it just creates this welcoming canopy to come in. And as we walk in, you should be able to hear the sound of the water. So these are just beautiful hydrangeas. This is a water pot. I think next year or later on in the year, I want it to have a little sound of water as well, but it has several water plants inside of it. We have an iron basket right here with some caladiums and impatiens. And this side receives more shade. Here's another Japanese maple that just creates this beautiful canopy. This is a hydrangea tree. Hasn't yet to start blooming. We moved it from the front yard to the backyard. And as you can see, we added some turf this year. I think this was the best thing we could ever do back here. I think I argued with my wonderful husband for about 3 years about adding turf. And finally, he said yes. It's the best thing we've ever done. So these are some beautiful baskets that I put together, not my husband this time, that I put together here in the backyard. This is our struggle right here, but we've heavily fertilized this. This magnolia did have at least 3 beautiful, beautiful flowers on it. Here's another basket. And this is a lovely water garden. This is what everyone is coming over to see today. And it's so pretty. We have a couple of water lilies in here. As y'all can see, the fish, they are hungry. But you know what? They are always hungry. We have a couple of new ones in here. They are growing, right? That gold and gray one is new. I have not named him. I found out he's a male, but I haven't named him yet. And then we have a lotus, and we have a tropical water lily. And this one over here is a hardy water lily, meaning this is basically, the hardy water lily is basically like a perennial, and then the tropical water lily is like an annual. But surprisingly enough, sometimes they come back depending on the frost. Y'all, I just love this right here. So in my garden, there are different views, and I think this might be one of my favorite views right here. Where you can really see the patio and pond. Here, this is the only tree we have on this area. It's beautiful, beautiful crepe myrtle, and it's called Natchet, I believe. It's been here for about 12 years, but it's white. Good morning, hubby.
Good morning, beautiful.
Are you excited about our pond tour today?
I'm so excited.
Oh my God, we've done a lot of work, right?
Oh my God, a lot of work.
So much work.
But it's well worth it.
It's well worth it. It pays off. So y'all, while he sits there enjoying his morning cup of coffee and looking through the book, I'll just show you the patio. This is one of my indoor plants that I brought outside. Y'all, it is thriving. It loves it. Little bar cart I have over here. Got a fireplace out here. Of course, the TV. I'm going to give you this view over here of it. These are a few pots that I put together. The one thing I really enjoy doing is putting perennials inside of the pot. So you'll see these hostas. Gets a lot of shade back here. So in our backyard, as you can see, this is our Harley shed. We both ride Harleys. Here's our street glides right here. This one is mine, which needs a washing. We have our hammock over here just for today to get out of the way. But this is our Harley garage, and this is where we come sit, have a drink. My husband can come out here with the guys, watch a game. It's a cool space. And right here we have 2 hydrangeas in a pot. It's a very small backyard. When we moved here, there was nothing here but dirt, and so we have tried our best to make it our own. Sorry about the airplane, y'all. This is real life over here. So this is my potting bench. Down below is just extra pots and everything I use for gardening. And then on top we have this cute little frog fountain, some herbs, fern. This is also the side where I grill, and I have my vegetable gardens. Gotta get me some cages, y'all. But as you can see, I have some tomatoes coming. So in this vegetable garden, we have placed a drip system that we got from Home Depot. And as you can see, I have tomatoes coming, and I need to get some cages for sure. But there's really nothing on this side. We are redoing this entire side. Next week, we're purchasing a shed that will go over here to hold all of our equipment. But we're trying to decide. I think I want to do basically what's called a Texas garden over here, everything that's native to Texas. And here we are, back to the front yard. So guys, thank you again for joining me for 2023 North Texas Water Garden Society Pond Tour, or Water Garden Tour. I'm so excited. All right, so I will be back a little bit later to show you what the nighttime looks like. Once again, thank you so much for joining me, and I'll see you tonight.